Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at Kung Fu for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Released for the console in 1985. The game is an arcade conversion of the 1984 Irem Corporation arcade game Kung Fu Master, which I believe is known as Spartan X in Japan. Now, this was mentioned to me in the live stream that I did on the 28th of February 2021, and in my Hall of Shame that I recently started doing in the live streams, I looked at the rather pitiful port for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum, which should have been a lot better than it ultimately turned out to be, let me tell you. But I've actually played this version previously when I saw it in a shop or when I was younger, and I remember it being a very good version. So let's try it. Oh, no music on the title screen, but at least we got some in the actual game. Up for jump, which might come as a bit of a shock for anyone who's used to Nintendo consoles normally, or even Sega ones for that matter. So you've got one button for kicks and one button for punches. I mean, I'm not going to criticise the backgrounds for being plain. This is an 8-bit console after all, and it plays really well. The controls are nice and responsive. Your detection on this guy's a bit like... Oh, goodness me. And just like in the arcade, you see him go up the stairs. So, as you can see, so far so good. And those, oh god. And those are nice and fast, not like on the Spectrum version where they're very slow. I better get away from that, it's going to explode. Duck that because because I believe the fire from the dragons kills instantly. Even on the Spectrum version it did. Oh great, now we've got the midgets. Well, that was hard. And as if by magic, those people behind me just magically disappear. Did they get beamed up to the Starship Enterprise by any chance? Nah, that's just stupid. Again, I probably shouldn't criticise it. It's an 8-bit machine and it's an early title. Save Sylvia from Mr. X. Help me, Thomas. So, you know, when I was mentioning about Spartan X earlier, that's actually the name given to the film Wheels on Meals, which starred Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung and Yin Bu. And ironically, I believe the character played by Jackie Chan was called Thomas in that film. Oh god. And one of the girls being rescued was also called Sylvia, so... Do those midgets actually vault upwards the way they do? Ooh. Oh god, get off me. You can't jump over them, which is a bit strange considering how small they are. Get off. Get off me leg. Yes, they do. God, he can jump high, can't he? Come on, let's see if we can do a bit better than that. Yeah, I think it was FC Den Haag who actually was asking me to take a look. I'd have to look back at the live stream chat to see who it was who requested it. I think it was FC Den Haag. It's hard expecting one of those midgets to some vault up. You were going to throw a low one just then, weren't you? Get off my... Get off me. But no, I'm... This is still a good port. Plays well, nice and responsive. It's everything you could really have wanted in an 8-bit port of Kung Fu Master. Oh God. Get off. Oh, goodness me. Let's see, they even added the bit that as they get close, they put their arms up ready to belt Thomas one. They did that in the arcade as well. That's a nice little touch like that. Shows that people who programmed this had attention to detail, so props to them for that. Ooh. What? I hit that? That kick clearly connected. God. It's quite strange I actually know that those characters on... Oh, bollocks. That those characters that appear at the top of the screen are the numbers going from 1 to 6. That's number 1 there. I've seen those so many times and some of the Hong Kong films I've seen them with their original subtitles, and there's number 4 up there. And there's 5. Oh, he landed on my head, cheeky rat. Oh, you cheap pig! Oh, they even got the laughing in there. That's nice. They also had the laughing in that screen where you saw Sylvia tied to the chair. I'm presuming that was in the arcade. I've never managed to get past stage 2 of the arcade version because, as is typical of arcade games, they're quite hard because, of course, their sole purpose in life is to try and relieve the players of as much money as possible. Get off. Oh God. What the hell was that? What? I was clearly hitting him. Oh well, we got to the 4th level. Yeah, I'm really quite impressed with that port. Good, nice one. Thumbs up to the programmers, especially for getting it that good on an 8-bit console, while still being able to keep in things like that laughter and other clearly vocal sound effects, such as those that Thomas makes when he does certain combat moves. Graphics, well, they're fairly basic, but it is an early NES title, and they serve their purpose. They're clear. They work. I'm not going to be overly critical of that, especially given the game's age and the system limitations. Sound, well, as you heard, there was even some speech samples, which would have been quite rare in the game from 1985 due to, again, hardware limitations. And everything pretty much the feel of it's fine. I don't have any qualms with the way things sound, really. Given the limitations of the hardware. Gameplay, well, from what I can make out, it's all pretty much there, and it's got the tune from the original arcade version, something which the Spectrum version I played in that aforementioned live stream lacked. It had music, but it wasn't the one that you would normally hear in the arcade version. Whereas that's not the case here. It's got the music track from the original arcade version. And yeah, it plays really well. It responds well. Anyone who's used to later games might find it a bit strange on an NES game that you have to press up to jump, but the controllers for NES's only had 2 buttons, and they're already reserved, one for punch and one for kick, just like you had in the original arcade. So there wasn't really an awful lot they could do about that, unfortunately. But no, this plays really well. And I'll happily give Kung Fu on the Nintendo Entertainment System 8 out of 10. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Catch you on another video soon. Texie88 out.